we'll play all night. In this digital space, we shine so bright. LordBiegel, lead and watch the enemies fall. In this first-person dream, I give it my all. Final Fantasy realms, magic in our hands, battling the monsters, together we stand. Every pulse of the fight, like a rock and roll band. Grinding levels up, it's all part of the plan. From pixels to glory, our story unfolds. Chasing down legends with hearts made of gold. Come together, we'll play all night. In this digital space, we shine so bright. LordBiegel, lead and watch the enemies fall. In this first-person dream, I give it my all. We rise from the ashes, champions we claim. In this realm of pixels, we're redefining the game. With every duel we conquer, the sound of our name echoes like thunder, we're rising to fame. Come together, we'll play all night. In this digital space, we shine so bright. LordBiegel, lead and watch the enemies fall. In this first-person dream, I give it my all. I got my headset on, I'm locked in the game. With every match I fight, seeking fortune and fame. Sniping at the enemies, I'm never feeling tame. In this virtual world, I carve out my name. Crown on my head, achievements in my sight. Every victory earned under the neon light. Come together, we'll play all night. In this digital space, we shine so bright. LordBiegel, lead and watch the enemies fall. In this first-person dream, I give it my all. Final Fantasy realms, magic in our hands, battling the monsters, together we stand. Every pulse of the fight, like a rock and roll band. Grinding levels up, it's all part of the plan. From pixels to glory, our story unfolds. Chasing down legends with hearts made of gold. Come together, we'll play all night. In this digital space, we shine so bright. LordBiegel, lead and watch the enemies fall. In this first-person dream, I give it my all. We rise from the ashes, champions we claim. In this realm of pixels, we're redefining the game. With every duel we conquer, the sound of our name echoes like thunder, we're rising to fame. Come together, we'll play all night. In this digital space, we shine so bright. LordBiegel, lead and watch the enemies fall. In this first-person dream, I give it my all.
Hello, everybody. Hello, John. Hello, Wolf. Hello, Miss Kelly. How are you guys? I have no idea what just happened there. Fucking chaos, I guess. Good lord. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. That was just... microphone just went crazy there for a moment. Apologize for that. Good God. That shouldn't have been happening. I mean, it's not the first time I've had that happen, but I have no idea why it happened this time. I haven't done anything really different. Chat here, you sounded like you had a generator running. Yeah, I have no idea why that did it. That's better. I'm glad that's better. I lost like 47 frames out of 20,000, and it's like, oh god, what the hell happened to my microphone? That was wild. My apologies, my apologies. It could be because I'm running on this monitor instead of my usual. Hey look, there's a kitty cat, and it's gone. Okay, other than that, how's everyone doing? System's like, don't like this. You changed things, don't like it. My hair's all floofy. Everything seems to be fine now. I kind of want to start off by saying some awesome announcements. Hooray for Beardo. The strikes on his channel are completely gone. All 3 of them were removed completely, so that's amazing. I want to say thank you to everyone that supported Beardo for the last 48 to 72 hours involving this whole ordeal. I don't know how, like, if YouTube actually got involved or if it was all behind the scenes stuff through mutuals or whatever it was, but it's all taken care of, and Beardo can now make videos again without worry. I know he's going to worry, but it's just good that we won't have to worry about it as much anymore. He is he's got his freedom back to go get groceries after working 12 hours. That's a very bad decision, to be honest with you. I don't want to do anything after I get done working 10 hours, so I do want to say, for my channel specifically, this one right here, even if I do collaborations with someone involving a paranormal investigation or something weird and kooky and whatever, I'm not going to be upset if someone uses footage from my channel. I can't say anything about anyone else's channels, but my channel specifically. People can use the footage, they can use it unedited, and I'm not going to copyright strike them. You can take that to the bank. I have no reason to do it. I'm never going to. So people are free to use my footage, and when I do an investigation, it's all going to be raw footage anyways, so you're going to want the majority of it. I'm not going to go after anyone in that regard. So I'm saying that here and now. You can clip it, you can take it wherever. It's never going to change. It's the way it is. Okay. Another announcement. If you guys haven't watched, I actually got to play with Jake Hart, Amber Dust, and Heart Mode Horror last night. We played Peak on Jordan's stream, Jake Hart's stream, and it was amazing. I made it to the top of the first mountain on my second try before everyone else did, so yay me, it worked. I got launched from 2 cannons and survived both of them. It was full of laughs and full of enjoyment, and if you haven't watched it, you should. Alright, you should go over to his channel, watch that live stream. It's what was it called, Peaking and Peak, or Peaking with Peak, or whatever. It was actually quite fun. So you watched last night, it was so funny. It was very entertaining. It was kind of weird having to forget about chat for a little while, I'll be honest. And I've talked to them. Good God. Well, hello, that woke me up. Thank you for that, Tay. Hello. Wolf says you guys had me laughing, helped the day go by. I am so glad it helped. Hart actually messaged me today and goes, I can't talk anymore, my voice is basically gone. I'm like, that's fine, I did enough talking for you, it's fine, type of thing, just joking around with her. And then, Jordan reached out privately as well and said he had a great time and definitely wants to do it again. Really, really wants to do Uno, which will ruin our friendship. but appreciate it, Tay. It was super enjoyable, it was super fun. So if you guys haven't watched it, definitely go check it out. It was a blast, and I really do hope we get to do it again. I will be straight up honest, it was actually fun. And me not playing an actual computer game on mouse and keyboard for ages, that was hard to get used to, I'm not gonna lie. But those are my major announcements. Oh, and I almost died this morning, so I almost forgot that major announcement. I was almost in a car crash this morning because we had really shitty weather. It was raining and snowing and the wind was vicious, and yeah, I was almost T-boned. That was super fun, but everything turned out fine. And I thought I really needed different pants. I think the guy in the vehicle that almost got in the collision with me needed different pants. Yeah, so we had freezing rain hit last night and then a lot of snow, and the wind has been terrible today. And that snow has just been whipping around everywhere. It made it so hard to see. And yeah, that's always fun. It is so much fun. So yeah, there's the big announcements for the day. I left it up to Discord to decide what I was going to be doing tonight. If I was going to be doing like Lore Dump and talking about ELDARRUN and stuff like that, or if I was going to be playing Legend of Dragoon or something else, and they picked Lore Dump. Although Tay picked Minecraft, but Tay got outvoted like usual. Sorry, Tay. Did you wish you had your brown pants? I fucking wish I had brown pants. Oh, yeah, it was... I mean, I wasn't awake until that moment this morning, and then I was really bright awake. Because last night, I didn't actually go to sleep until maybe midnight, and I had to be up around 4 a.m. Damn you, Jake Hart. Playing with them got me so pumped, my adrenaline was just so high and going. It was an amazing stream with him, though. It was a great thing. And definitely go watch it if you haven't. It's fucking fantastic. Those guys are amazing. And they're all so nice and trying to be helpful, you know. And I tried to save Amber, but I failed. I attempted, though. And then I roamed off by myself multiple occasions, not really realizing I was going away from the group because I'm so used to like leading a group. I just wanted to learn the game. And then found out I'm going slightly the right direction just instinctively. I'm just not doing well with it. Gotta keep my water intake up. I gave myself a minor headache at work today. We weren't working very fast, and so I wasn't paying attention to how much I was actually drinking because I didn't feel like an urge to drink. So I had a minor headache around noon, but then they let us out at 2 o'clock, which was really nice of them because the winds were really bad at that point in time. So we're gonna talk about ELDARRUN. You guys are free to ask any questions that you have. You can ask about the lore, you can ask about classes, you can ask about races, you can ask about skills, ask about equipment you can purchase, how the money works in it, how leveling works in it. You can ask anything and everything, and I will answer those questions. And Saturday, the 29th, is when we're doing the character creation session 0 for this and for future stuff, which I am super stoked for. You have no fucking idea. Like I said, though, single classes only. So Wolf, yours will have to be either the either you do a cleric or a fighter. So you're probably not going to get both, but I think you want to be a cleric of the Forge type idea. So you can definitely do a straight cleric. You can definitely do that. And besides that, straight clerics are fucking fun. Especially in ELDARRUN, especially if you carry a little shield. Because clerics have a unique ability where if an enemy is in front of you, like straight on dead front and or partially flanked on you on your shielded side, you can automatically always block the attack. As long as your shield has durability remaining on it, you can block the attack. That's one of the only advantages of being a cleric, because they're primarily a defensive character anyways, defensive support. So if you have a shield and you got a hammer or whatever, you basically, as long as that shield's got durability, you can avoid damage. Even criticals, you can avoid them. The shield, it's all about the shield's durability. Otherwise, certain types of shields, if it's a tower shield or a large shield, can actually block up to 3 opponents in a single turn. Again, as long as it's got the durability to do it, it can block up to 3 people. A cleric can block anyone as long as they are in front or off to the shielded flank. You were thinking cleric? Right on. I fucking love clerics. And because of how I've set it up, clerics actually receive more spells than they did in original Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, which, if you were a first level cleric, you got 3 spells to start with. This, I'm adding prayer into it. Prayer was a spell, but now prayer is a type of action, more or less, and you have different styles of prayer that you can perform all the fucking time. So you actually have prayers that can do a very minor heal of like 1 or 2 hit points, just something very, very minor to stop someone from bleeding out, pretty much. You can give them a prayer to relieve a little bit of fear on them, to relieve anxiety, yada, yada, yada. So there are more advantages of being a cleric in this style rather than the older style of Dungeons & Dragons. I know that because of healing surges and yada, yada, yada in the newer editions, clerics are a bit more beefy, but trust me, they got plenty of tanking ability. We also have relatively decent hit dice at a 8 hit-sided, an 8 sided die. So I mean, if you have a constitution of at least 16, you're adding a +2, so you can get a maximum of 10, a minimum of 3 on a first level character. I mean, it's not terrible. 10 hit points. You're looking at it like a fighter class can have a max of 14. A ranger can have a max of, I think that's 2. It's either, is it 2 8-sided or 1 10-sided? I don't remember how I've gotten that written up. And then you got a barbarian, they have a 12-sided hit die, and they add their constitution bonus, which is up to a +4, so you have a maximum of 16, minimum of 5. So barbarian's got beef right from the start, but barbarian doesn't wear much for armor, and there's a whole lot of factors. But clerics are fucking amazing because they can take the damage and heal themselves right up afterwards. So yes, clerics. So you guys, like I said, you guys are free to ask any questions. I do have lore here on this computer. That is not the right folder. I need the other folder. The other folder is that one. That one should have, oh god, that's really bright. This one should have some of the world lore. Yes, it does. So, ta-da. Oh, I don't like that the chat's covering that right now. Are you guys okay if I remove the chat from the actual screen itself? What's a good mixed class? It depends on what you're looking for. I'm not gonna have mixed classes to start. So when I do the character creation session 0, I won't be doing mixed classes. I won't be showing how to do that, because then you have to worry about multiple skills on top of other skills, on top of how your experience is divided up and how your hit points are divided up, because your hit points are divided up with like you have to use both hit dice. Get rid of that and get rid of that. So like if you were a fighter cleric, you have a 10-sided hit dice, you have an 8-sided hit dice, you have to combine the 2 rolls together, divide by 2 because you're using 2 hit dice to figure out what your actual hit points is, and then because you'd be a fighter, you get a bonus to your constitution hit points. So like there's a whole lot more factors involved in a multi-class. My favorite multi-class is fighter, magic user, thief type of combination, right? So I would be like a fighter, arcanist, thief, as like maybe like a drow elf. That'd be my personal choice, but hello there, Mayo. So yeah, you guys can pause this, read that, whatever. I think you guys should be able to read that. I shouldn't have to unless you guys really ask me to. But you guys are open to ask anything. But if I were to choose a good mixed class, if you wanted to be a solo tank, fighter cleric. If you want to have the arcane prowess, you can always go with a fighter warlock, fighter arcanist. You could go with, well, there is a, cleric thief if you want to be able to heal yourself and still be stealthy for certain races. What else do we have that's available in that regard? Warlock can basically be put with any class, because a warlock is a pact with a patron. So basically you made a deal with something that you don't entirely understand, and that can be classed with anything. That can be paired with anything. You really want to play with us but you can't find your die? Well, here's an amazing thing. You can actually get dice rolls online. There are tons of things for that. Did a monk warlock. See, now that'd be an interesting choice, because your patron at some point in time could go completely against your whole belief system at that point. Same thing with like a paladin warlock. You can actually make that combination, because a warlock is a dire situation where you make a pact, but the paladin would normally go with their deity over it, but it is a possibility. I might die because I have no time to buy any. You got time. There's Amazon. Amazon can deliver in 24 hours. You got plenty. Oh, man, wait, no, Thanksgiving tomorrow. Never mind. Or, sorry, national holiday Thanksgiving in the U.S., but... And the online die stuff isn't that bad. It's good enough, I'm assuming people want me to scroll down so they can see more of the lore. Here, I'll try to get you 2 paragraphs worth. Though I can't be bitched at. There you go. They have online die. Oh yeah, they do. So you can go online and you can type in like roll a d20 or roll a d4, roll a d6, and it will do it for you. You can also say like, hey, roll 6d6, roll 3 d20s or whatever, and it can do it for you. There are mechanisms that are placed in that. I think Google does it automatically. You just gotta tell me, Mayo. Jesus Christ. The lore that is on screen right now is what everyone would get in the player's handbook that I'm still going through and constantly working on, doing little tweaks here and there. It is a way for everyone to understand what they're getting into. The world is not as nice as people wish to believe it, wish to portray. I gotta try to keep this gameplay music going. I don't want it to be just me and the sound of my heater, so I'm trying to play some Final Fantasy X music in the background here, because I was actually playing that earlier. Such a good game, by the way. The Jesse laugh in that will make people fucking gimp. One of the big things I'm changing still is some of the boons to the warlocks based on their patron. Their patron will give them 1 boon every 2 levels, so you get 1 at 1st level, then you have 2 at 3rd level, then you have 3 total at 5th level, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. And there's a list of, I think it's 10 or 12 different patrons you can have. Entities that'll reach out to you, good, bad, neutral, whatever, to assist you in a time of need. And then you make a pact, you make a promise, a vow to do something, and they will give you the power to do so. And I'm trying to make them kind of sort of not super overpowered and still viable without destroying stuff. One of the big things about warlocks is it is strictly based on your constitution, so they can cast spells constantly if they have the hit points. Because they do have a power, but it's not a power that they were born with. It's not a power that they were trained with. It's a power that that's been forced upon them. So when you cast a spell other than the boon from the patron itself, it will cost you hit points to use. But you can use it as long as you have hit points. And there are some patrons that give you a boon, like the Crimson Mistress. She gives you a boon, which is similar to Vampiric Touch, where you can touch something and actually suck out the hit points and replace them into yourself like a vampire would, so you can actually get more hit points to cast more spells. Hey Beagle, I might not be able to catch the stream on the 29th, but if I can rewatch the stream, when I can and learn the character creation, can I still play? Might sound like a stupid question. Yeah, no, I have no problem with that. You do not have to be here for the stream. The stream will be up. It's going to be in the live category. You guys will always be able to find it. You guys are more than welcome to check it out. I might even just make a ELDARRUN playlist so you guys can find the character creation thing. You can find the lore stuff. So it'll all be available to you to find. And anyone is welcome to play. As long as I got 5 people that are there that day to play, I will do it. The day we'll play is going to be sometime in January, when all the holiday stuff is primarily over with. So there's plenty of time. And if I get like a group of 10 people, fucking hell yeah! Then we just gotta nominate one person to be leader. That way that one singular person can tell me this is the final decision of the group. We're gonna go murk ourselves, you know? It's a great idea. I like to come back for notes. Oh yeah, I am all about note taking. I have a big rule. If you didn't write it down, it doesn't exist. Okay? So if I say something and you never wrote it down, it doesn't exist to you anymore, basically. If there is a special ability or a class or a racial trait that you forgot to write down, you might not have it until you level up and get to a safe location to write that shit back down, right? So let's take a dwarf, for example. Dwarves get a bonus to their armor class against particular enemies that they encounter on a regular basis that are considered to be giant classed compared to them. If you didn't write that down and what enemies they were, well, you might not be able to get that until you get to a safe location. Good thing you started your notes a while ago. Good. We'll go down here into some commonly known stuff. There you go. This is information that almost everyone should basically have in the world for their characters. This is all stuff that your character will know. It's not going to be player versus character knowledge with the commonly known information. You guys all know what certain animals are for the most part, and yada yada yada. Oh, my back popped. Remember, if you got questions, write them down, ask them, because someone else probably will too. They'll probably have the same fucking question. And I believe everyone decided on having me decide what was going to happen, but it was, I think a dungeon crawl was kind of like what was discussed upon. So I will do a very simple gathering of the characters, a very I don't know enough. I'll probably wing it and take my chances. What do you mean, Mouse? What do you mean? When you aren't DM, what do you usually pick? It depends. It greatly depends on who I'm with. So, and who the DM is. If it is my father, let's say, I would probably take on either a human paladin or dwarven fighter, halfling fighter thief. And I'd choose one of those three because it would be very beneficial because of how his mind works. That is a counter to him to save my party. To clarify on what the Rals are they like gods or just the rulers who claim to be gods? So the Rals are rulers that are above the king, right? So think of it like in the United States, right? We have governors of every state, and then we have, we have like mayors, then we have governors, and then we have like the head is, the president, right? Think of that concept that Draken, who is in Yibel, is the head of everything, the final say of it all. And then everyone else kind of trickles down after that. He's at the top, and then it's the next individuals, all the way down to like your little thanes and serfdoms and stuff like that across the land. All the lords basically have to bow down to the Rals, who are the highest power as a collective, and then Draken is on the very top of that collective. If that makes sense. Because there are actual gods. I'll go up there. There we go. And for people that like magic, there are 3 different, primarily type of magic. Ow. Pulled a whisker? That makes sense? Alright, cool. That's actually a really good question. Thank you for asking it. I very much appreciate it. You know what's kind of sad is that Stone Rock's right now doing Baldur's Gate 3, and I know he'd be fucking jiving on this if he was in here reading it. Mouse, honestly, if you have questions, you're free to ask them. Greetings, Francis. Welcome. Because I can literally answer any question about this game. Because I'm the one making it. I can answer any question about it. Slowly they trickle in, little by little, wishing to catch a glimmer of information to feed their ever-growing minds. I occasionally have good questions, other times they're just stupid questions. Nope. There is no such thing as a stupid question unless the question has already been answered and you are asking it for the 15th time. Then it becomes stupid and redundant at that point in time. Otherwise, I don't think any question is stupid. Unless you're just trying to be a dick. Let's see here. Amongst the cultured races of ELDARRUN, it is considered common knowledge that goblins, hobgoblins, orcs, ogres, and trolls all hail from the same bloodline. However, there are no texts to prove as much, but that belief persists. This belief has caused many issues, including the severe hostility and animosity towards these lesser races. Any being that is a mixed race with any of the above listed are quite often treated very poorly, with great disdain and plenty of suspicion. I'm also getting distracted by the peach fuzz on my son's head, and he's growing. Aww. Gotta love that stage. They get all nice and fuzzy, and you can sniff them, and it's all awesome. Yes, I did come up with some, let's see, I'll go there, the slavery one. I did come up with some fun little curses you can send towards people. Oh yeah, the peach fuzz always is so soft. It's always really fun. Great fun. Has anyone thought of their races yet that they're thinking about? Even in a general term. I know that Wolf was looking into dwarf. Anyone else thought of a race that is actually in this game? Not tieflings. Granted, I mean, there are some demonkin, but they're not quite the same. See, I'm asking you guys questions more than you're asking me. Come on, bring them. Use them little fingies. Do the tapey, even if you got a chicken back. You're eyeing the elves. Ooh, that's quite a list of it. Each one is each race, sub-race, variant, or whatever you want to call them, is very unique to the others. So it's a relatively good choice, though, depending on which one you want to go with, because they each have their own, uniqueness about them. Thinking halfling. I like that. I like halfling. So I can say there's a guaranteed half ogre. A half ogre is a guaranteed race that will be involved. Shy's character Bunny is a half ogre. She will be the only multi-class I'll have in there. She'll be a fighter cleric, just to give additional support as long as she is not working. And if she's working, then I'll play Bunny as an NPC as you guys do your little dungeon crawl. Just have her in the back and let you guys do everything. And remember, what you say is in character. For fun. We'll get down here into the deities here. There you go. These are general, it's just general information about the gods of the world. So if you want like more information, please do ask. All right, please do ask. We need a chaperone. Always good to have one. I wish there was an artificer class, because I had a great idea, but I understand there's not, so I'm still trying to think. So if you're trying to find someone that designs things, you can create that. And I'm not shitting you. You can actually create that. You can't create the class per se, but if you want me to show you how it works, I will gladly do that. I can show that right now. Because the Artificer is a class that creates, for the most part, mechanical things to have an effect somewhere down the road. Guns, bombs, yada yada yada, the list goes on and on and on. There are things in ELDARRUN that you can use to obtain the same effect without being that class. There is the spell right, which would give you a great deal of things as well. Let's see, might as well check it out. So I'm gonna come down here. I need that one. So we have secondary skills. Each character can have 2 of the additional skills listed below to assist them in surviving in ELDARRUN. We have the Alchemist. Characters with the skill are knowledgeable in minerals, elements, herbs, flora, fauna, and the wondrous things they can be made into. Potions, tonics, salves, and the complete transformations of objects are their specialty. They require plenty of time and normally a great deal of materials to complete basically anything. The goal is balance and trade. They change one complete compound for another in essence. They can make things to heal, hurt, change molecular composition, and alter original design of nearly anything given time. So you could take something like the Alchemist and mix that with, let me find it here. You could go with like something like the Carpenter. This skill gives the knowledge and ability to make and repair various wooden objects and structures. Characters with this skill can design buildings out of wood and gauge the sturdiness or hardiness of various woods. They tend to need a great deal of time and planning for large jobs, but repairs can be done if lumber or scrap wood is available. So you can definitely take someone who has a carpenter ability. You can make things out of wood to perform that. Same thing with a cabinetry maker, right? There's ways you can do this. But I'm also thinking of doing a ranger because I'm familiar with it and I've never done the artificer class before. So here's the thing. Depending on what halfling you technically choose, you might not be able to be a ranger because the race determines what classes are available. Yeah, so that's what makes us very different, is your race determines what's available to you based on how those people primarily live their lives, right? So you might not have that opportunity as a halfling. Just getting in what I missed, nothing much, just going through and being nerdy. Involving ELDARRUN, which is a tabletop RPG that I am in the process of making. It is very D&D-esque, and we are getting stuff rolling here. This is D&D stuff, yes ma'am. Yes. I've been a dungeon master for 20 plus years, and this is a tabletop RPG that I'm designing based off of old Dungeons & Dragons, new Dungeons & Dragons, and other modules that I have played, GURPS and various other things as well. People are very happy about that. Let's see here. So, what was another one you could probably use if you wanted to go down that route? Let's see. I mean, you can do things tailoring, make cloth, bags, yada yada yada. Trying to see if there's anything. There's weaponsmith here, where you could still use the weaponsmith and the alchemist together, which would then allow you to create more unique things by fleshing them together. Okay, I'm here for all the explanations. You can ask anything and I will explain. Did you see flesh runes? You did see flesh runes. Hold on one moment. Flesh runes are very unique. Hold on. Okay, flesh runes. Flesh runes are magical tattoos that reduce the damage of magical spells, magic weapons, and the potency of magical creatures. Against beings, spells, or items of a magical nature, the bonus begins at a +3 armor class and 20% damage reduction. At level 4, it increases to 3 armor class, 30% damage reduction. At level 8, 4 armor class, 40% damage reduction. And at level 12, 4 armor class and 50% damage reduction. So flesh runes is very powerful if you live long enough. So these are in the list of the secondary skills. We got contortionism, dual wielding. So like when Andrew was talking to me about having a character dual wield, you can actually take this and dual wield without penalty. Otherwise, that is strictly a racial trait for very specific races. Or you can do a dice roll and you need to score between +1 and +5, which means 1 to 5%, and then you can actually become ambidextrous and suffer no penalty, just on a regular roll without having to choose the dual wielding skill. So when I said I'm trying to make this so that every single character can be very different from every other character, that's exactly what I'm going for. There is no meta for this game. You can play it however you want. Yeah, let's say you do blade dancing. Blade dancing is a skill that increases a person's armor class if they use non-bulky armor and wield some form of bladed weapon. The character with this skill has become adept at moving freely and twirling their blades. Grants +1 armor class if wearing non-bulky armor, and the armor class bonus increases every 2 levels to a max of +3. When wearing non-bulky armor only, characters are also able to attack 2 times per round without being specialized in a weapon type, which is very powerful. And I put down here doesn't stack with weapon specializations because the fighter class can actually get a weapon specialization in any weapon they choose. Whether it's two-handed, single-handed sword, a bow, yada yada yada, it's not going to stack with that. So this will end up being above that. So, like I said, you guys are free to ask any questions and I will answer them. You guys apparently really enjoy the flesh runes. And like I said, every character can have 2 of these. It is up to the person making the character if they want them. They do not have to take them. I mean, technically you could do a deal with the devil and have 3. Just saying. Which only one person has ever done that, by the way. I thought it was a brilliant idea, so I gave it to him. I'll bring back up the player's guide here. The deities still. So what y'all thinking? Will you be posting this stuff up somewhere to look at later? I will, yes. I will. My goal is to maybe put it up in a Google Doc and then have it privated to being invite only, and then making it so you guys can look at it but not edit anything, because that's my big worry, is that people change this or people are going to take it and use it for themselves when I've spent the last 2 to 3 years working on this basically by myself with some assistance here and there. And how did that go for them? I mean, they were quite ecstatic about it for a very long time. Until, if I remember, that's when they ran into the Naga. Or maybe it was the magic-resistant Minotaur. I don't remember. It would have been one of those, because I think one of those was really bad for the party. Stream Elements is telling me to tell you, if you have not liked the stream, please do so. If you are not subscribed on YouTube, it is completely free and it helps me out. Actually, I've obtained a few extra subscribers after doing my stream with J-Cart last night. And if you haven't watched it, fucking go watch it because it was fun as fuck. And if you want to catch up with these streams and other videos I post, please hit the notification bell. Either hit all or hit personalize, so it'll let you know when I'm throwing things up. There you go. I did what Stream Elements told me to do, because otherwise I would have forgotten. Magic resistant, yes. Damn, Taya don't like you. So, magic resistance is an actual thing. What it normally does is you can either reduce the damage of an incoming magical spell, or you have the ability to negate that spell completely. Let's say, for instance, a lot of elves have a natural immunity to sleeping spells and charm spells. Well, if they have, I think it's like 85 or 90% spell immunity to that, then odds are it just won't work. So I had magic resistant minotaurs that were, they were actually, they were brought to the area for the sole purpose of hunting down hedge mages, wild mages, apostate mages, whatever you want to call them. That's what they were going after. And I had a party with 2 of them that decided to not join any guild or mages association. So they were just wild mages. So they were being hunted. I'm just going to leave this open because I keep drinking so much out of it tonight. Come, ask more. I enjoy questions. It makes me happy. like I have taught people how to play this type of stuff so many times. I love getting the questions. Oop, there we go. I was also a tutor in various different topics, so I love it. Also, if you guys enjoy the way I describe things, please let me know as well. I'm trying to make it so that these give off a particular vision in your head when you're reading it, and that's what I want to continue on doing with everything I write. I want to make sure that people can see it inside their head. Weapons, what kind of options do we have? A plethora, a cornucopia, a mountainous magnitude. I have a giant Bibles list if you want to look through it. I think it could be on the hard drive or it might be on the computer. I will jump back to this for a moment, and I don't need y'all to see my file names and shit, so give me a second here. Let me see if I can find my Bible list. It is going to be in that folder, I think. Maybe? No, not that folder. Is it in this folder? Is this the right one? Nope, that is not the right one. Yeah, might be the right one. Nope, that is... Hell, yes, this is. No. The hell? What is this? That is not the right one either. I know I have it in one of these. So you have swords, axes, spears, staves, basically anything you could fucking think of. Okay, I found the right one. Let me bring this up. Hold on, wait a minute. So, oh, that's not really easy to see, is it? Okay. You guys should be able to see those pretty easily, right? Maybe? Not quite. Let me move the capture over. There we go. Okay. As you guys can see, it goes by weapon type. You got your damage here, which is small to medium, and then you have your large. The weight of the weapon, the length of the weapon, the durability, which is how much damage it can take before it will snap. The firing rate, if it is a missile-based weapon, how far that missile can travel, and the price. I think the price is all primarily in gold piece and or the silver standard. So you have atlatls, or in javelins, are basically the same thing. It's just being thrown. The atlatl is technically a mechanism that you whip to throw the javelin, but same thing. We have caltrops, we have bows, we have battle axes, crossbows, we have daggers and darts. These are types of... I can't think of the name. Pole arms. This is an older version, so I know I have one with a lot more on it as well. So we have a garrote. You can actually like have the rope, do like the hitman thing, tied around behind them and choke them out. So that's an actual thing we got there. We have throwing knives. We have lances. Lances have to be mounted onto a horse. You really can't run around and just run with it as much as you'd like to. Like in Monster Hunter World, it doesn't quite work that way. You can run around with a lasso on somebody. You have maces. The maces do vary between a footman, which is much heavier, and a horseman, which is lighter, because you're trying to use it on a horse. Damage is about the same. We have a sling staff. A sling staff is... how do I describe it? think of a sling staff similar to... Fuck, I can't think of the game now. They run around, they pick up the ball, and they whip it. That's the same general concept. Every good weapon needs a name. Remember, if someone is asleep, is sleep resistant, just wake them over the end. Just wake them over the end. They may finally go to sleep. Huh? Just okay. What's a morning star? A morning star is basically a very heavy mace. Now, so a morning star, when you have a mace that really doesn't have spikes on it, and the morning star is usually a ball with spikes coming off of it, whereas a mace is usually just some form of implement on top of the staff. So the morning star will do blunt damage and piercing damage. It pierces the skin. Then we have the swords. We have bastard, broad, falchion, khopesh, long, short, two-handed. There are others. Like I said, this is an older file. I think all my good ones are on my hard drive here, which I will have to open up because I know I have a more updated list with more things on it. Whack them over the head. Gotcha. Do the unconscious snap. You can see down here we have a 2 damage modifier to large creatures when it's prepared. That is for like the spear and stuff. So being prepared is when you're like putting into the ground, you're waiting for them to approach. We have your ranged missiles. We have normal arrows, silver arrows. Bolts. Bolts are used in your crossbows. Javelin needle for the blowgun. A sling bullet and a sling stone. Sling staff, sling stone. Technically, they could be used the same, but the sling bullet and stone is like David and Goliath sling. And then sling staff is the game where you scoop it up and you flick it. I think lacrosse. Think of the lacrosse sticks. That's basically what a sling staff is. A good way to think about it. You can get a silver weapon. Silver weapons are available for purchase, but they cost twice their weight in gold unless specified. So you can always get something to start off with. There are a lot of creatures that are susceptible to raw iron, cold iron, silver. You can actually get a magical weapon, but you're going 10 times their weight in gold pieces. This is the type of thing you can start off with. Give you an idea of what you're looking at. Shield types, there are more shield types. This is kind of how we have it divvied up. A buckler, you've all seen a buckler. It's very small. It only covers from about here to about here. You can hold it in your hand or on the side of your wrist. It only has a durability of 6 just because it is such a small piece. You can get it spiked so you can actually hit somebody with it. You can do damage with the buckler and the regular one. Otherwise, like I said, large iron shield up to 3 enemies, small iron shield up to 2 enemies, a large wooden shield can block up to 2 enemies, a small wooden shield can block up to 1 enemy. What this means here, the enemies, in a single round of combat, you can block entirely 1 enemy with the small wooden shield. In a single round of combat, you can block 1 enemy entirely. And if you do block them and they actually scored a hit, that hit goes into the durability. So if they do 5 points of damage, that shield is practically useless afterwards. So then you would lose your armor class bonus and the ability to block. Okay? Whatever can happen, you know, like whatever you think can happen, like I'm going to use this shield to block X amount of enemies. The other people can do the same thing. Like your enemies can have a shield and block you as well, right? It is an actual thing. So you will have to break their shields to do stuff to them. I am Legion. Sup, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? So yeah, that is some of the stuff. We have More equipment here. This is armor. You have your helmets of different types. You have your different clothing abilities here. Let's zoom in so you guys can actually see some of this stuff. Does that work? Yeah, that works. So here are the armor types. You have your armor class, which is how many points they give you. You can see it is increasing in the positive. That's what you want. A positive armor class will save you. You have the weight of the armor, how much it weighs on your body. Style, you have non-bulky, fairly bulky, and bulky. So when we're looking at the Blade Dancer, right, you want non-bulky, so you'd want padded or leather to actually use that skill. Movement rate indoors and outdoors. This is like 30 feet per round and 60 feet per round. So when you're in combat, if you're wearing that type of armor, that's how far you can travel in a single round or 1 minute, you know, without any issues. You can travel that space in a single minute. Yes, we can travel much further than 30 feet in a minute, I know. But I'm talking about in combat when swords are swinging around, magic's flying, your armor's on top of you, you're sweating your balls off type of situation. You're, you know, moving this space with all of this going on. Then you have your traveling movement rate. This is how many miles you can travel in a single day. What are we looking at? You're late. We are looking at my tabletop RPG. This is ELDARRUN, Age of Wretchedness. And I'm going through some of the stuff on here that we will be dealing with on Saturday, the 29th, when we start creating characters, going through the character creation process. Because people want to play, and I would like to play as well. So that's what we're going with. We have helmet types down here. If you wear a helmet, you can avoid some criticals, which would instantly kill you. So a helmet can actually save your life. So even if you get something very, very itty bitty, like just a simple skull cap or a spanking helm, it'll save you. It can save you from being insta-killed, basically. Clothing types. This is just basic clothing as you're traveling. You have your leather belts, which allow you to carry stuff on your chest or on your waist. If you do the chest, it is a bandolier. Otherwise, it is a belt, right? And there's no disadvantages. Always carry a fucking belt, because you can put pouches on it. You got different types of boots you can wear. The difference is between hard and soft. It is the sole, right? It is what's actually hitting down. So if you have a hard boot, you have a very hard hit when you step, right? If you have something soft, it's not going to make as much noise on stone or wood or what have you. And then if it's high or low, you're talking about a calf high boot versus just over ankle, right? That's the difference. Easy way to think about it. You can have corsets. They do hinder your dexterity. You can't move as well in a corset. You can wear a cloak. Cloaks are always fun, and they look good on people too. Except me. I just look great by myself. Haha, I'm lying, but I'm trying. You can have a dress, skirting, robe, traveling pants, tunic, or a jerkin to put underneath your shirt, underneath your armor. And there's more stuff over here. We have, I gotta zoom in again for you guys. So like, there's a lot of stuff you can buy from the very start of the game. I was just about to ask if soft souls are quieter. They are. Finally home from work and can listen properly. Ooh, yay. We have religious items, because if you are a cleric, you do have to have this thing right here. You have to either have a holy symbol or an unholy symbol. Otherwise, the majority of your spells will not work. If you do not have one of these 6 items, you will not be able to cast spells. You can still pray, but you cannot cast spells. And you can see the properties of them. Beads for prayer, enchanting spell durations increased by 1 round. There are some spells both in the illusionist category, the spellwright category, the arcanist category, the druid category, the cleric category. that do require actual physical chanting, and the prayer, if you have the prayer beads, you get an extra round of duration for that, for the spell to continue after your chanting has ended. It'll continue for 1 round after, whereas normally once your chanting ends, the spell ends. So this can actually be quite beneficial. You can get livestock, you can get pets right from the get-go before anyone asks. Yes, you can. You can get cats, which is a tom, a queen, or a kitten. You know, you can kind of figure out what that means. You have different types of cattle you can have. You can get the different chickens. You can have dogs. If you get a dog, I would say a guard dog or a big game hunting dog. They usually go for bears. They are very beneficial. You can have horses. You can have hawks. If you have a hawk, I hope to God you can speak to it some way, shape, or form, or you've trained it. You can have oxen. You can have a pigeon. You can have a piglet. You can have ponies. You can have a whole bunch of crazy crap. We're going to be a traveling zoo calling it now. I have already assumed that. And for that purpose, we have transportation things. So at least you can make your zoo work. Make the zoo work. Does the size of the animal sway how much nourishment they need? Technically, it will, yes. But, so let's say you go with a draft horse or over a heavy war horse, right? A heavy war horse is going to be much larger than a draft horse because it's used primarily for combat, right? And your draft horse is going to be used to pull your wagons and whatnot. When you go to get your grass or your grain is going to be set in a fixed rate per bag or barrel of grain. That's all fixed, right? So the consumption rate, it's up to you on how you have them consume it, technically. Am I going to be really picky on it? No, I'm not going to be super picky on it. If you have something outside of the usual things, like if you buy a bag of grain, that bag of grain will last you a fair bit of time. Your horse isn't going to fucking go and it's going to be gone, right? That's not going to fucking happen. I'm not that goddamn diabolical. Could be, but I'm not. Be a halfling ranger that has an Irish wolfhound for a guard dog that they ride into battle with. I mean, Meldoxian Mazwolf, yeah, you could ride into something like that. You could do it. It's possible. Very much so. I'm not going to be super picky on your food for your animal. You just have to have food for the animal. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like a falcon or a hawk, they can feed themselves if they're allowed to do so, if they've had that type of training. You can have carts, you can have merchant wagons and warships and a whole bunch of fucking crazy things. Fuck. I mean, if you're here, you're gotta be a nerd too, so. Tack and harness, you can actually put armor and stuff on your animals. It is an amazing thing. You can have them carry more storage things for yourself, so you can do a lot. I do expect people to want to have animals. You have to feed the animal, and there are some caveats to having an animal. If you have a horse, a majority of horses are not going to go into caves because a horse wants to be able to see what is in front of them. So trying to drag a horse into a cave, into a dark space, usually does not work. Even in real life, it does not work. They will fight you on that. You might win eventually, but they usually won't go. All right. So there is some logic. Some things have to be considered. You know, if you're a ranged character, are you going to make them keep track of ammunition? Yes, I will. Damn straight Skippy. So now that has been brought up. Haha, miscellaneous equipment. This is where this comes in handy. This is a perfect time to bring this up. So, you have, let me zoom in just a tad bit more so everyone can see it better. There we go. Backpack. If you don't carry a backpack, you're dumb. Your backpack is supposed to carry the majority of your stuff. I'm considering an elf with a plant affinity of some kind of farmer or gardener type. I don't like cleric class. That's fine. We have druid class. You don't have to be a cleric. You can be a druid. There's gardeners, there's farmers. You can do that. That's perfectly fine and completely viable. I'm all for that. Go for it. It's not going to bother me in the slightest what you pick. I just want to be aware of what the party is going to consist of, so I can make it so that the dungeon isn't going to eradicate you guys intentionally, you know what I'm saying? You need to have some form of eating utensil, otherwise you're eating with your hands all the time. Okay, I know nothing. You know plenty. Don't even worry about it. You will know plenty as long as you have some like street smarts. You're fine. You can have lanterns. You can have grapnels. It's usually more like an iron spike that you would like pound into the wall, and then you'd allow yourself to have a rope that would go to another one to traverse certain areas. Now we have here quiver. You have a score. A score is 20. So you can have 20 arrows, or you can have 20 bolts. You can only carry one quiver on you, because if you carry more than one quiver, number one, it is very cumbersome, and number two, it is very fucking awkward to have so many things swinging at one time. So yes, you have to keep track of your missiles. You have to keep track of your missiles, as in your stones, your throwing daggers, your arrows, your javelins, anything that can be whipped at an enemy, which literally is any item, by the way. You have to keep track of how many you use. If you are using a bow, you can fire up to twice in a single round. You don't have to fire both times in a single round, but you can fire up to 2 times in one round. So you have 10 rounds worth of arrows in a single quiver. I hope to God you're not using the entire time to shoot somebody, because if you're missing all them shots, then oh God. And if you're hitting all those shots, oh God. You guys can carry tents, so you guys don't have to sleep out in the actual environment. So there's like things you can sit down, you can talk about. Thieves, picks, and tools. You can only be a thief to actually properly use those. If you are not a thief, do not spend the 30 gold to have them. Okay? I had someone do that, and I had to tell them, like, you don't have the necessary training and skills to use these efficiently. I'm sorry. A water skin. If you go without a water skin, you might be fucked. You might be fucked. So remember to collect your arrows after battle. Yes. However, caveat to that, there is a chance your arrow will break. So every time you shoot an arrow, even if you're going to an archery range, you can actually break the arrowhead off the shaft of the arrow very easily. So how many arrows you shoot, so let's say, for example, you fired 8 arrows, okay? I would have you roll a d8 to see how many arrows you actually got back. So you can get 1, or you can get all of them, right? And that's to keep it fair. There are going to be other enemies you will find. They will be able to carry arrows. Arrows are very cheap. There's almost always a Fletcher in a village or a town. You can find arrows, but you have to keep your own count of them. So we will go over all this stuff and what you need exactly on Saturday. I have had a thought about that as well. I thought it might be nice if I sat down and came up with like a set class-based list of items that you basically need to survive. Your belt, your boots, your one large pouch, your backpack, and then you guys would automatically take that amount out of your starting funds to pay for those things, and they would be basically given to you because they are necessities. You would be really hard to play this if you didn't have rations, right? So let's say you spent all your money on weapons and armor and you had no rations. You've basically screwed yourself and potentially the party. Unintentionally doing it, you fucked yourselves, right? And I really don't want to have someone run into that issue, so maybe I will make a designated, here, everyone has these items type of thing based on your class to kind of help take care of that. You guys can read through some of the game mechanics if you want to. I won't scroll through everything, but keep those questions coming. Ask away. There is no dumb question in my mind when it comes to this, because every version of Dungeons and Dragons, every tabletop RPG, like GURPS, West Texas, what's another one I can think of? Call of Cthulhu. Trying to think of another one now. They all have different things involved with them and how to create a character, how the world works, their mechanics. They're all different. You have like a D100 system versus a D20 system. So it's no question is stupid in my opinion when it comes to this, because they are all different. I mean, hell, look at the different editions of D&D and how much they shift over the years. Yep, Pathfinder's another one. I think Andrew talked about maybe doing some Pathfinder or something like that. He hasn't fully stated if he wants to like join us or not. I know he definitely wants me to play Baldur's Gate with him, because we've talked about that quite a few times, but Call of Cthulhu fucking sucked making a character for it. So for anyone that's a Final Fantasy VII fan, when I was playing Call of Cthulhu with a buddy of mine, I actually made a character that was very inquisitive, investigative, and kind of heinous. I basically made fucking Hojo, right? From Final Fantasy VII. And if you know the guy I'm talking about, you know how bad of a statement that is to make. But god damn was that fun. It was fun being so malicious. Also, some new systems are D10 systems. Yeah, I don't really care for the D10 system. That's a system I don't like very much at all. The only time I've ever rolled a fucking D100 and fucking got 100, I was so pissed. I mean, I've rolled it many times over, and there are sometimes you really don't want to roll it. Like for the critical and fumble tables that we have, they're all based strictly on whatever weapon you are using at that time. So it's like, oh, it's not just gonna be like, oh, simple double damage or simple insta kill. No, it's based on your weapon type. And you know, sometimes you can roll on a critical. You can roll a 100, and then you get to roll on the critical table twice. So you get to have two huge effects happen. So it becomes like a super attack type of ordeal. It's like a plus ultra type of thing. If you catch the reference. Which, by the way, okay, I don't know if Hart will watch this, or Amber, or even Jake Hart, but how the fuck did you guys think I did not know what My Hero Academia was? Like, that was fucking rude. And then you give the excuse, well, Andrew didn't know what it is. I'm nerdy in more aspects than he is. Although he did play Magic the Gathering and did tournaments, and I did Pokemon trading card game and did tournaments. So maybe we are on the same wavelength. But I do watch anime, goddammit. I watch a lot more than I should. God, they made me feel really old. Oh. And yes, for the individuals that I do know for sure that will be playing, if you know you're going to be playing, come that time in January, I will have a date set right before the new year. It'll be towards the end of January, guaranteed, and I will have a date set before the end of this year, before the beginning of the new year. And if you know for certain you're going to be a part of it, then I will definitely send some of this information to you, especially if it's based off of your class and stuff like that. No shame in watching anime. Fuck no, there ain't no goddamn shame in it. Hell, I like slice of life anime from time to time. I enjoy romantic comedies in anime. I actually really enjoy musical anime. Your Lie in April is an amazing musical anime, but it is sad as fuck. But it's an amazing musical anime. White Album 1 and 2 are also quite good. If you are not prepared to cry, don't watch them. But they have amazing music. Like, it is just astonishingly good. Your Lie in April is all primarily piano and violin, which is amazing, by the way. It's such a good anime, but fuck did it hit the feels. Hit them really hard. And just so you guys know, this is stopping like right where it's supposed to. So you guys aren't missing anything over on this edge. This is stopping right where it's supposed to. But maybe I will shift it over just a tad for y'all. There we go. Maybe move it over a little more. Move it all the way over to the side. There. So how are you guys feeling about it? Are you still interested in it? Are there things that are like pushing you away from it? Let me know, because I do want to make this as easy as I can, as understandable as possible, as much of a, I guess, sit down and start type of game as I possibly can. I don't enjoy, kind of like what Tay said with the Call of Cthulhu thing, those types of games where your character creation takes an ungodly amount of time. You want to make your character already? I mean, we're getting down to the races section, so I can go through that. I do have the class information, but the way it's sitting right now, it's kind of scattered. But it is all in there, and I can tell you all the different abilities for the classes, but it's kind of scattered around. That is the one section so far that I haven't actually formatted like this, so it doesn't look as nice. All pretty streamlined. Thank God. It took me forever to make it streamlined. Here's what I was talking about before. Movement on and off the battlefield. If playing with battle mats or graphed fields with miniatures, determining how far a character can move is simple. Make each space 5 feet. For all characters, have a movement rate that is in increments of 5 feet. It is assumed that the most precise movement will be done during combat. Example: halflings can move 20 feet per segment or 40 feet per round in combat. When traveling outside of combat, the DM can assume all movement is in yardage or whatever measure works best for their current campaign. Character parties, however, can only travel outside of combat at the speed of their slowest member. Otherwise, the party will be split, and that is exactly what every DM wants. What that means is when I say halflings can move at 20 feet per segment, a segment is half of a round. So you'd be actually going with the 40 feet per round. When you wear armor, the armor determines how far you can travel. So this is an unarmored character moving up to 40 feet, which again, we've discussed, doesn't seem like much, but when you're in the middle of combat, that's a hell of a long fucking way. That's a long time. That's a lot of feet. That's 40 feet is 8 of me stacked on top, basically. You know what I'm saying? Correction, 7 of me stacked on top. Mama didn't raise a quitter. Tracking time. unless you are the DM, you do not need to worry about this. If you are casting spells, kinda, sorta, yes. But this is what you need to... Right here. 1 segment, 30 seconds. 2 segments, 60 seconds. Which equals 1 round or 1 minute. 60 segments, 180 seconds. Or sorry, 1800 seconds. Which is 30 rounds or 30 minutes. 120 segments equals, 3,600 seconds, which then equals 60 rounds, which equals 60 minutes, which equals 1 turn. So if I say it's 1 round, if I say it's 1 turn, or if I say it's 1 segment, that's how it's being broken up. It's very, you should be able to follow it. I'm just going to basically use the terms round, turn, and segment. 5 feet equals 1.5 meters. Yes. So, you're traveling a fair bit of space if you're doing 40 feet in a single minute. That's still a fair bit of space. And like you're crawling or running, you're dodging weapons, what have you. Let's see your combat rules and rules. We will go over all of this right here when we actually play, so you guys don't have to pay attention to that really all that much. You are free to read it. I'll leave it up there, but it's not something you really have to worry about right now for character creation wise. Same thing with the saving throw. That'll be done when you actually play it. Armor class and damage, yeah, kind of, sort of. What you need to worry about is the armor class is in a range from -10 to +10. -10 being easy to strike and 10 being extremely difficult. Example, -10 is like standing still and unaware a character will be attacked, while 10 is being completely prepared and fortified. Most characters will probably end up somewhere around -2 to +2 at a first level starting off the game. So, about in line with being average, right? Being semi-prepared, yet you can still be jumped type of situation. So if you want to take a note, that's something to note. Resting and recovery, this is all stuff that you'll deal with when you're actually playing the game. You don't need to worry about it for creating anything. Experience is the same way. Multi-classing, this is for you if you want to look into it, Mouse, and anyone else. But for first characters in the world on the 29th, it's going to be strictly a single class, because it's going to be way easier on me and way easier on everybody else. So I hope everyone is understands that and will be accepting of that, and will not be pissed off because of it. Oh, we're back. There we go. I'll probably keep it simple. It's always best to keep it simple, at least to start. I even went through. Sounds good to you? Sweet. So here we go. This is some of the stuff you will be going through on Saturday. So if you want to do a little bit of character creation beforehand, you can set up with some of these things. This is how you roll a character. Ones are re-rolled unless all dice land on a 1. For every roll, the 3 highest dice are used to form the stat, or the attribute number. Each stat can be rolled up to 3 times to obtain the highest number possible. Now, there is a reason for this idea. The reasoning is, if you're going out into the world to be an adventurer, to take on the evils of the world, to be the greatest thief, to be the greatest magician, you have to be above the average person. So we have this line in here you don't have to follow. You can just do your straight roll and stick with it and go forward. We did this to give everyone the opportunity to be above everything else. You don't have to follow that rule. All stats range from 3 to 18, but can be higher based on the race of the character. Certain races will allow your stat to go above 18. Dwarves are allowed their constitution to be up to a 19. Certain elves can have an intelligence of 19 and or a dexterity of 19. Halflings, if I remember, get to have a dexterity bonus as well. Or maybe, yeah, dexterity bonus. So and then either, I think it's ogres are allowed to have max strength for themselves. So if you want to roll up stats for a character, you get 6 D6, so 6 six-sided dice. You can roll them. You pick the 3 highest, and that becomes your stat. And you do that 6 times, and that is your full list of stats. You can then choose to put that number on each individual stat. And if you want the highest chance of obtaining a extremely good character, you can then roll each 6 set 3 times. So you do 3 rolls for strength, 3 for intelligence, 3 for dexterity, 3 for constitution, 3 for charisma, yada yada yada, right? You would pick your highest number and you'd go with that. I will demonstrate how it works, and I will show you guys on screen, or I will set up another camera and show you how to do it on, the desk. I am going to do all my crap, all my character creation via pen and paper because it's so much faster than using a computer. I will also show you guys a very simple character sheet. Do not download character sheets. I'm saying don't do it because there are going to be things on there that I will not use, and I will show you the simplest character sheet. And you can literally write it up on a piece of paper with a pen in less than 3 minutes. It is very simple. So don't download character sheets, because they will have stuff that I don't have, or we will have stuff that they don't have. All right? Okay, do a quick little thing on the strength. Everything is just simple, easy addition. Everything goes up in very easy to follow increments, so you should not get confused. It should be all very straightforward and laid out. There is no exceptional strength, as you can see here. If you did not know, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons and even some of the later editions had what was called exceptional strength, where you would roll 2d10 to figure out where in the 18 strength range you actually landed between 1 and 100. And that has been removed to make things streamline and so much easier. Constitution is the exact same way. Okay, so this one actually has it where I removed the bonus based on being a fighter or not. So it's just a straight bonus constitution across the board. You have your natural resistances. Just natural resistance is a resistance to poisons, whether injected or ingested. So that is always good to know. And then you have a revival survival. What that means is if you get killed, right? This is your chances of surviving being revived by your party. So the higher your constitution, the better your odds that you will survive the revival process. I did try to make it so it has different colors. I hope you guys can see those. It is to help the human eye create blocks for itself to make things easier to read. Here we go. Example. Thief levels up and rolls D8 to determine hit points increase with a constitution of 16. Hit points increase will be from 4 to 11 because of +3 hit point adjustment. Modifier from the constitution of 16. 16 +3 hit points per level. Very simple. I hope you guys can follow it. Very simple. Very, very simple, easy addition. Like I said, I wanted this to be as easy to follow as humanly possible. Dexterity is the exact same thing. Your stat range. No character starting off should go above a 19, and if you go above a 19, you are cheating. Alright? If you go above a 19, you are cheating. This is your to hit with a ranged weapon. This is your armor class adjustment. So like it says up here, it's negative, so it makes you have a really bad adjustment. This gives you positive, so you start going the way you're supposed to. So you can't be hit. This is like a dodging modifier. Initiative adjustment. If you are fighting alone or beyond 100 feet of an ally, this plays a factor when you roll for initiative. You guys all kind of following so far? Any questions? Ask them now or forever hold your peace. Oh, I popped my elbow. I don't know if y'all heard that, but that felt really fucking good. Following? Yes, it makes sense to people. See, even Jesse could follow this. That was rude of me, I'm sorry. We have intelligence down here, same thing. This is number of languages. This is additional languages. So if you have a 15 intelligence, you get 2 bonus languages that you get to pick. So if you're playing a dwarf, you start off with like Dwarven, Orcish, Goblin, Gnomish, right? And then you could pick to speak Entish, or you could pick to speak Elvish, right? So these are a number of languages that you get to choose, or you can roll for a specific language. You know you aren't sorry. No. I honestly think you should do this. It'd be a really good experience for you. When younger people get into this type of thing, it is actually a huge, amazing thing for them. You see here it says spell immunity, and I wasn't actually saying you're stupid, by the way. We have first level phantasms, first level beguiling, and first level alteration. These are different types of spell categories used by the different spell classes, which is very common. You know, Oblivion, Skyrim, they have these different categories as well. If you're wondering why it goes all the way to 25, anything above a 19, so 20 through 25, is considered to be divine. You are approaching God territory when you're in these categories, which is why it's so much more powerful. Wisdom is the same thing. You can see down here it even says what classes are primaries with it. Every single stat does have a primary class that uses it. So, yeah, honestly, embrace it. It's really so much fun to be something else. Mental saving throws. Mental saving throws are if you are dealing with a battle on the inside. Someone is trying to make you fear them. Someone is trying to make you, trying to charm you. Someone is trying to beguile you, right? That is where this comes in handy. Certain occasions, if you play around with certain patrons as a warlock, they may try to break you mentally to take over your person. And this is what will help you in that fight. This will give you a bonus to your roll. So in Baldur's Gate 3, where you have like a roll and it says, ooh, this is your bonus for XYZ numbers, and it increases your number, that is exactly what this does to help you beat the roll required. Okay? So all these stats, they play an important part. Except Charisma. Charisma is kind of like your dump stat. It's just your max number of retainers, which is like people that you can get to follow you. That's why they have a loyalty. So the higher your thing, the more people, the more loyal they become. And like I said, 20 to 25 is divine god tier. That's why they have 100% loyalty. That is like approaching cult level stuff going on there, you know what I mean? But these are people that can follow you. These could be like, if you're a paladin, you can get a knight to come with you. If you are a ranger, you might be able to get another ranger to travel with you. If you are a thief, you get some more thieves, or acrobats, assassins, right? They could be in that party of retainers. So, like you guys are my community. You guys are my retainers. And then we go into the races, which we will dive into very... I did talk about them before. We can dive into them very briefly if someone really wants to get any information on a particular race. I do know that Shy will be getting home shortly, so when she does get home, I might take a brief little break. I will make this a longer stream to kind of go through as many things as I possibly can with you guys. So, like, I'm being serious when I say ask. Why do I have Discord messages now? Who's doing it? Always embrace the inner nerd, man. Okay, just notifications. Sweet. Just a crap ton of notifications about shit I don't care about. I'm assuming Jessie didn't listen to the new country music I sent her either. Although I can see that she is on her phone on Discord right now. Probably gonna send me a nasty message because I made her mad. Here you go. Dwarves, playable classes. You have the assassin, the barbarian, the bard, the cleric, the druid, the fighter, the monk, the paladin, the thief, and the warlock. They cannot be acrobats. They cannot be arcanists. They cannot be spellwrights. They cannot be... I think there's one more in there. Rangers. They can't be rangers, technically. But I do believe that... I thought I had something in here for these guys, but maybe I removed it. I must have removed it. They can duel without penalty, though, because that's one of their racials. So, what was that? Oh, we talked about halflings. Hold on here. Halfling. I will go to the halfling, because the halfling has way less than the elves. Where are you at, little halfling? Halflings. Halflings can be rangers. There you go. You can be a ranger halfling. Yeah, I kind of figured. So there you go. Tay, you can be a halfling ranger. You can actually do that. That is a thing. I don't remember if I had that as a thing. Oh no, I need to do little brief edits on that because I enjoy having the coloration to break up the monotony when you're reading through. So there you go, Tay. You have your halfling ranger. No, you won't. You lie. Elves. Let's go to the elves because people were talking about them earlier. Here are your elf possibilities: acrobat, arcanist, assassin, bard, cleric, druid, fighter, illusionist, monk, paladin, ranger, spellwright, thief, and warlock. Those are the classes that the elf can be. You have different types. You have the dark, the gray, the marsh, the valley, the wild, and the wood. Those are the 6 different families and or variants of elves. So for Mayo and for Mouse, you guys can go into that. What is a marsh elf? A marsh elf is one that Shy made. So They are also called the Solari. So let's go find them here. Here we go. Solari, the marsh elf, are primarily found only in the nearby uninhabitable Sola Marsh. They, like their elven cousins Solari, are extremely beautiful even under elvish standards. The other races also have a fondness for the Solari. Females are typically taller than the males and hold more power or clout within their tribal matriarchy. All Solari pray or give homage to their deity, the Creator, who designed every aspect of the world according to their beliefs. Their hair coloring is vast with eyes of emerald or azure. Their skin is adorned with white markings placed upon them by the Celestial Mother, which is the lead female druid of their tribe. They can hear noises with perfect directional awareness within 100 feet unless audio is altered by surroundings or spells. Their innate spells, which is stuff they can naturally do without having to use anything, is commune with plants, ensnare, and purify water. They have no movement penalty in marshes, swamps, or wetlands. They can surprise enemies 80% of the time when traveling alone in all environments. 90% camouflage against marsh or swamp-like environments. They have a 50% natural resistance to poisons and venoms. And they have a +1 to hit with bows and spears, and a +1 to charisma stat, which allows a max charisma to be a 19 instead of an 18. Tay, I am trying to decide between Ranger or Warlock, because like I said, I'm familiar with Ranger, but I think a Halfling Warlock would be hilarious. The only thing about a Warlock is your spells are determined by your health. So you can cast a lot of spells as a Warlock if you have enough health, because every spell is going to take a few hit points away from you. So keep that in mind. That's the caveat. You get power, but it's costing you. It's a double-edged sword. Sent me an image of that. Well, you can go right ahead and just fuck off too. So the Marsh Elf is one that Shy created. I kind of adjusted some of the abilities for the Marsh Elves to kind of make them very much unique. I don't know if I want to be that pretty. So here's the thing, you can have a max of 19, but you don't have to have it be a 19, right? So when you roll your stats, let's say you roll a 13 and you put that on your charisma, it becomes a 14 instead. That's all that does. So you don't have to be super charismatic and super crazy pretty, but they are, because they are very unique. What does illusionist mean? Ever heard of Chris Angel Mind Freak? An illusionist is someone that will basically make whatever you perceive to be false. Yep, Try just got home. Illusionists play with smells, sounds, visual representations of things. The best way to describe an illusionist is through example. If you are, let's say, a gnome illusionist and you are running away from a horde of orcs, you can turn around and take out, let's say, a head of cabbage. And if you portray and act like that head of cabbage with a chanting spell is like a Medusa's head, you could actually cause your enemies to believe it actually is a Medusa's head and freeze temporarily, because you're trying to warp their minds. That's what an illusionist can do. Hi. Das Burger? Oh, I got a burger. Thank you so much.
I got coffee.
You got coffee? That's just what you need this late at night. Mouse says she likes your marsh elf. The Solari.
Oh yeah, I made that.
You did make that. So yeah, the illusionists are actually really fun to play. You're not super powerful to start, but you can become super crazy Fuck off, Jesse.
You guys are cute.
Shut up.
I love you guys.
She gets to bring home burgers from work every now and again.
Oh my god, they had so much food. There was pizza, fucking roller lights.
I mean, you could bring home pizzas too. I won't
Knuckles.
say no to those.
Against me. I don't want to be a fucking hoarder. Be like, I'm taking all the stuff.
I mean,
Finish most of the chicken. You had like a whole chicken worth of chicken.
babe, we're a family of 5. It's okay. Just don't leave the chicken in there. Cause I hear like,
You guys eat it, because I don't eat it.
yeah. I got burger. Mmm. So are there any other elves you wish to investigate? Since we're in that category right now. I'll bring the Final Fantasy music back.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Final Fantasy X music's amazing. Getting fucking nerdy up in here. I'll go back up here so you guys can see the races again, or the different types for the elves. A wood elf! Alright. The wood elf is also known as the Sylvan. These elves are the stereotypical elf that everyone thinks about when they hear the word elf. They are true forest dwellers and have a natural rapport with animals. Sylvans are known to stay away from most major cities because they are not accustomed to the hustle and bustle. Wood elves are generally very kind-natured and are more than willing to assist weary lost travelers through the thickest of forests, without being seen, of course. They are prone to living in the tallest and wildest of the ironwood and silverwood trees that surround Slin's Respite. Hair of various blondes, skin of porcelain, and eyes of hazel, these elves are certainly beautiful, like their wooden wonderlands. They have animal friendship with forest-born creatures. You can persuade the creatures to be non-threatening. If they are, forest-born, go lay down. You don't need to go out right now. No, you go lay down. Just because someone comes home doesn't mean you need to go. Go lay down. We ain't doing that stuff. Innate spells, commune with animals, commune with plants, conceal presence, and sculpt. So sculpt plants means you can actually make plants intertwine themselves to create things. Primarily smaller things. You can make them make a chair out of like their leaves or their vines. You can make them make a bowl to hold water in, right? You can actually have them do something. You can detect pits, snares made from or within the natural environment 75% of the time if you are actively searching. +1 to armor class when fighting within forested or wooded areas. +1 to hit and 1 to damage against any unsuspecting opponent. You have a +1 to hit with all bow variants. That includes crossbows, longbows, short bows, and hand bows, with like a hand crossbow. And a -1 to your AC when fighting outside of forested wooded areas. So if you are fighting against someone outside of a forest, your armor class becomes a little worse because you're not able to use the environment to your advantage anymore. So think Legolas without all the cool shit. One bite?
Chapstick.
Yeah, no. I didn't even notice it stopped. Yeah, I only saw that the Final Fantasy music stopped because the gameplay audio register went down. Purple.
It is. Congrats. There's also a red pill in the car.
Don't leave it there.
Well, it's not closed. It's probably super fucking cool.
Mm-hmm. Don't leave it in the car, it's gonna freeze. Even if it's open, it's still gonna freeze. Oh shit, it's real far. Way too far. So, since we're still in the elves, any other elves you want to look into? Do you like the wood elves? Do you like the marsh elves? Are they sounding interesting? The vert wasn't me this time. That was somebody else. And as you guys can see here, this is common traits shared by all elves. You can dual wield. All elves can. You have heat vision, which is also called infravision. All you can see is the differences in temperature. You cannot tell exact sizes or shapes. So it becomes all like a weird little blobby type of thing. And a +1 to hit with all sword variants, which goes on top of other bonuses to hit as well. So they're pretty powerful. Innate knowledge of herbalism, antidotes, healings, and poisons. So there you go. The animal stuff is interesting, but I think I'll stick to plants. Okay. So I think Mouse has decided she's going to be a marsh elf. Shall be interesting. I'm assuming she's going to go druid. She wants to stick with plants. No. There's enough secondary skills to make that, so. Don't fucking do that. I don't trust you. Red Bull freeze. Yeah, it would really suck to have this freeze. That is freezing, though. Oh my god. Did you leave it your entire shift in the car? You did. Probably druid. Okay. I can dig that. Good combination. Which is actually very good for their lore because the leaders of the Solari elves are female druids. They are the ones that basically run the entire thing. Do you want a bite? Okay. You were just eyeballing it, so I thought you wanted some.
I'm eyeballing you.
Wow.
You look like a snack I want.
I'm like a fucking buffet. Are you kidding me? Snack my ass.
I will not snack on your ass.
Gross.
When you said it.
I wasn't referring it in that fucking way. I know Maya was talking about doing an elf too, but I haven't heard nothing from her now. There's probably people lurking in the background going, this seems really weird. Beagle is snack attack. No! Is that an iced coffee type of thing?
It's a coffee icy.
A coffee icy?
Yeah.
That sounds horrendous.
It's so fucking good. Orgasm in the mouth.
I don't like those like two words put together. Coffee and icy, not orgasm in mouth.
Okay, I was gonna say. No, it's actually super fucking good.
Okay.
Tay! Hi, Tay! I love you.
But it's iced coffee, but it's like a frappe.
It doesn't look very good to me.
Shut up, nothing looks good to you. Hooker. No one likes you.
I know no one likes me.
No, I like you, don't be sad.
They just come because they think I'm funny and they want to see me in agony. Would you fucking go away?
No.
Christ.
You got a baby. It's poop. It's letting poop.
Maya was fucking making coffee too. What is up with women having coffee so late at night?
Doesn't affect our goblin brains.
Apparently not. What's an icy? A slushy.
There we go.
So think of a coffee slushy. That's what she's drinking.
It's like a frappe. Write that one in the book.
First she says she likes me, then she tries to avoid saying she's my friend. Now she's saying that I'm right.
She's sending me mixed signals.
Jesse's gonna die.
So die. Yeah, like you said, caffeine does not affect us at night. It's like caffeine will not affect you at night, just like night water tastes better than day water.
Oh my god, we're not having that discussion again on
Yeah.
night water and day water.
You witnessed it, because all the bottles,
Around our bed.
my side of the bed. I like having drinks, but I really don't drink a lot.
You never finish them.
No.
Sometimes I drink coffee at night so I don't fall asleep too early.
I can drink coffee or Red Bull and fall asleep that way.
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jessie still wants to be adopted by you, apparently.
Why?
I don't fucking know. I think she's psychotic. Yeah, we have cycles. Show the illusionist one real quick. Hold up. Wait, oh, God.
Oh.
That's the wrong one. Do that. I have to go into my files. It's going to be the fuck.
Just wipe the chapstick on you.
Oh, at least it wasn't on my lips because I can't stand chapstick. All right, hold up a minute. Hold up. This is the this is the unedited one. This is one I haven't worked on. This is where everything is just kind of everywhere. Give me a moment. Ooh,
Whoa.
went too far.
Hope people aren't epileptic.
No, that's why I changed the thing. So I'm scrolling through real quick.
No, maybe I might just.
You might be. That's the ranger, paladin. Hold on, monk. I scrolled through real fast. And there was a lot of bright white pages flying through.
I am just existing.
Okay, so this is the old one. I don't have the new one. That's got to be on the hard drive then. Unless it's in a different folder? Just ask what you want to know about the class, and I'll be able to tell you it. Because I think it's going to be really hard for me to find the right one. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different folders that say ELDARRUN classes. And I'm trying to find whichever one is the properly edited one. Oop! Ah, never mind, I found it. I think. Maybe? Yes? That's the right one? I mean, it's formatted right, so it's gotta be the right one, I think. Okay, hang on. 5 illusions, that's barbarian. Oh god, where'd I go? Back to the top. I'm doing this for you guys' safety.
I love you, you love me.
What do we got here?
We're a happy family.
That's debatable. No, I was saying you're right. I'm here to watch you suffer. Oh, okay. No, this is the right one. Yes, this is the right one. Haha. Hold up. Here we go. Okay, illusionist. Here we go. Get the fuck out of here. So the only thing I didn't change is it's not supposed to say magic user, it's supposed to say arcanist, but
I still love you.
sorry you had to know because she's right. I am telling you there's a difference with the water. It really is, Kyle. When Jesse starts being nice to Beagle. It's a panic time. Yep, pretty much.
I have strange eyes.
I don't know about the happy part. So, while being equal to normal magic users, illusionists have different and highly effective spells. The power of illusionists is slightly offset, however, by the limits on magical item use. Even though they can't use many items, their spells are possibly more potent at very high levels compared to their magical counterparts. To be an illusionist, a score of 15 is needed as intelligence, and dexterity of 16 is also required due to the manual dexterity required of the spells. Illusionists, like magic users, always have a tome in which they keep all their spells written down. Would you get the fuck away from me? Thank you. Trying to read something, you're messing around behind me. Get out of here. Spellbook in each slider added, maintained by the illusionist. Can't be damaged or discarded. He or she needs to memorize all the practices and have required materials in order to make the created desired illusion in any given situation. Once the spell is released, the illusionist, again, takes time to study and memorize their books, have the ability to cast once more. Studying normally only happens once a day when the illusionist can focus. Depending on the level of this study, can take up to 30 minutes to a full 8 hours. The illusionists. These are the magical item restrictions. All potions not restricted to fighters. Illusionist scrolls and magic user scrolls which contain spells usable by illusionists. All rings, magical daggers, miscellaneous magical items. They can make their own magical items. And they can also have a stronghold.
Balls.
This one here I think is... I think I removed the stronghold though. They do have more actual abilities. This is not fully edited, I don't believe. Oh, it's going down the right way. It's going up by... No, okay, so this is where I did not edit, because I can see by the experience points, because that jumps into the millions. So I can tell this part here has not been edited. So this is an older file as well. God damn it. See, I told you, you gotta ask me the questions. I know what they have, and it's missing. Basically, they just play tricks on the mind. Is it the other file, then? Can't be that one. It's gotta be... I'm also looking by file date. I mean, I can show you this, though. This is actually what's supposed to be here. So, here are some of the cantrips that the illusionist does get. This is actually, like, up to date, the way it's supposed to be. They can use a spell called Blue Light. They can use each cantrip can be used but once per day from memory. Otherwise, this book can be used as many times as needed to assist the illusionist in various areas. Reading from the book will not erase the cantrip. To memorize a cantrip, it takes 5 rounds or minutes of study per cantrip. An illusionist can memorize up to 10 cantrips. All cantrips used towards an unwilling participant will require a saving throw. A successful save by the target means the cantrip fails. Think of a cantrip as like mini spells. Blue light. You can create a floating bluish sphere of light that will follow and go wherever you want it to for, however long. You can change, allows the caster to alter the size and composition of a single small target. You can change the color on stuff by put coloring onto an object, which could help you if you're going through an area you're not supposed to. This could help you find your way out. You can create colored lights. Excusez-moi. You can do creak. Creates a sound like weak floorboards, a door with rusty hinges, etc. Like, the illusionist actually has some fun things. They can dim the lights, dim any light source nearby, or force the air to become denser so light rays cannot be well. I am missing a word. Shut up.
Rude to me.
I know I am. You can distract. The caster causes all who. I don't want to enable editing. God damn it. That's why. It says whole. are watching to look at an area of their choosing. So it's like you point somewhere, they all look. So here you go. This is how the illusionist works. You can gather, you can groan, you can use haze, you can use hide, you can use mask, mirage, moan. Similar to the groan cantrip, but creates a pitiful moan or an eerie one. Very sexy, right? Mutation. Cantrip can change the shape of small objects composed of a mineral nature, glass, metal, stone, etc. They all can be altered.
If he's mean to you, it just means he loves you.
That's very fucking debatable.
You're mean to me.
I know. Big difference between being mean to you and being mean to some random stranger.
He still loves you.
I am never admitting that. Not about her, the brat. A present brings a small object no bigger than a tankard to the caster's hand. Sorry, present, not present. You can make a rainbow. Enables the caster to create a pastel rainbow that can be controlled by the caster.
Gay.
Nice. Great. Now you just helped me like offend the entire LGBTQ community that we're a part of. Splendid.
Hey, a gay using the word gay is
Gay.
cancel each other out.
No. Smoke puff allows smoke to be summoned within 10 feet of the caster.
So it's a.
Yes, you can literally make your fart make a puff of smoke.
Mine does that without a fucking can.
That's fucking true. You can unlock things. Caster will create a key-like force for simple locks, pressure prongs, bolts, pins, etc. This cantrip will not work on magical locks, though. And whistle creates a loud or soft whistling noise within 10 feet of the caster. So you can cast rainbows and pretend to taste the rainbow. Yeah. Yep.
I'm not in the right frame of mind to be serious about this.
That's okay. So believe me, all of these things will be available when we actually get down to play. I will find all the actual edited versions, because I know I have edited and unedited versions, because I have a lot of fucking folders. So that kind of gives you the idea of how powerful the illusionist can be. You're in that type of mindset, aren't you? You should probably go sit down.
Well,
It hurt my soul to even say, like, what?
the Silent Night Wolf.
Yeah.
Taste the rainbow. All I thought is, and then Skittles.
Oh my fucking god.
Just Skittles.
Jesus Christ. So.
I'm sorry.
That one. There we go. Does anyone else want to look into a race or anything else?
What about joiners?
No. You are very strange tonight.
I know.
Did you take your meds?
I don't remember.
Or is it because it's a full moon or something?
I don't think it's a full moon.
It's probably not, so you probably didn't take your meds. That you're just really, really happy. I think he really has to go potty. How do languages work? In what regard? Be more descriptive. Are you asking, like, how do you speak the other languages? You just say, I am speaking in X language to individual. Or you say, I love you dearly, sincerely, and greatly in Orcish. And if the If the person doesn't know it, they just know you spoke to them in a grunting-like fashion. Can I see the dwarf to see if my idea for the way he looks will work? Depends on what type of dwarf. I think you would be either the Highlander or the Kurunir. So there you go. You would be one of those two. More than likely. Flip a titty. I'm surprised you're still wearing a bra.
It's so comfortable.
Usually you want to, like, free them.
Yes, but it's so comfortable. I might perish.
It's comfortable, you might perish. Yeah, when it comes to, like, speaking in other languages based on whatever race you have, you can say, you know, you say your phrase and you go in Orcish, in Goblin, in Dwarvish, you know, whatever. You can also read in that language as well as speak it. She's dancing in the background. Which helps out when you're going to certain areas. Would you let the dog in, please? Oh, did you leave the porch door open for him? Yeah. Okay. That way he tells us when he's ready to come in.
Butthole.
Thanks for that. Are you gonna put it on the chair? No.
It's a scarf.
It's a scarf.
Sentient scarf.
Does that help you out there, Wolf? And like I said, I will find a way to have this information available on screen, whatever race people want to go with. So like if we have 4 people that want to do elves, then I'd probably do the elves first, and we'd break it down based on number of people wanting to play each specific race, because that'll make it easier on me. Oh. Well, that's not very good.
What'd you do?
Somehow, I ended up peeling off skin on my skin graph. Interesting. Okay.
Can't redraft.
Yep, it does. We'll just have to change a little bit. Hey, change is always a good thing. And then I will let you take in those common shared traits by all dwarves as well. You can write that down or whatever. And then you can see that your class is there and the max stats for those races, for that race. And what languages you have. What the fuck kind of noise was that? If you guys are curious what common is, think of common as like whatever language you personally speak. So if you personally speak English, it's English, right? It's whatever your nationality is. That's what common basically is in the world. Why don't, when you're done editing, switch the docs to PDF and put it in Discord? I probably will if I could do that. The only thing is that some people aren't part of the Discord, so they wouldn't be able to see it. But for those that are, I will definitely do that, and maybe have Alpha do like a D&D section for them or something. He likes making those things up. I swear he's gotten chunkier since you say it started staying home. He was slimming down.
He has.
Please stop feeding him Scrappies.
I like to feed people.
Yeah, I will probably put all this stuff into a PDF form that's going to be easy to digest, and people can use it there. And those that do not have the ability to be a part of the Discord, I will find a way to send the PDFs to them. Possibly. Yeah, you have an old version from way back when. I will be, tomorrow and Friday, I'll be spending some time to get the rest of the, find the rest of the files that I have to make sure I have it all in one spot, nice, neat, organized, and tidy. So I can at least get all that stuff out. As for spells for spellcaster classes, I will have a list of first level spells available at my disposal, and if anyone is a spellcaster class, then I will send them the information that they need for that class, rather than displaying all that. PDFs are good for notes, so I'm in either way. You set it up. Mayo is so gung-ho for this, it's ridiculous. I remember Missy used to be a hardcore note taker for us. Same. She wrote down like everything I stated because it would always come back to haunt people.
She would be a good stenographer.
Yeah. You verted.
Hello?
Yes, it is a kitty cameo. Jessie is happy. Damn it, we should take the cat away then.
We live to make Jessie happy.
We do not live to
I
make
shall
Jessie
find
happy.
all the cats in the house. Collect them.
You cannot hold all the cats at one time. They will kill each other.
They will kill me first. Let me out.
Jessie just wants to visit very badly to play with the cats, I'm pretty sure.
She can take Bitey at home.
She cannot take my cat home.
I'm the one that brought her here.
Yeah, but you were afraid of her for like the first 6
Yeah,
months.
because she was a dick to me.
She's drooling really badly already.
Ow! You squint?
She's cute swaying. Oh yeah. Nope, you're not. You're never taking him.
Yeah, that's one that's...
You cannot take Sylvester. I have been through a lot with Sylvester Tater. He is staying with me. I had him before I met her. So she comes for the kitty cameos. I think that's exactly why she's there, just for the kitty cameos. I mean, she could take Nyx.
I mean, yeah, you could have Black Betty.
Black Betty.
She's a little stupid, but
Just a little bit.
she's cute.
Yeah, no, I've had Sylvester longer than I've known Shy.
Get out of my ass!
Sylvester is the last of my pets before I met Shy. He is the last one. Because Nemo's gone, Nala's gone. You never met Nox. Sylvester's the last one.
He's an old guy. Our best kicks.
He heard us talking about him.
I'm gonna be sad when Remy and Sylvester go.
Yeah. Sylvester's such a lush. He loves people.
Yeah.
He loves people, just doesn't like Shiori. No, you shush. No boof. Well, no barf either, but...
When I play with the kids, this dog barks at me and he nips my ass to get me away from him. It gives him such anxiety when I play with the kids because I'm throwing them.
Yeah, that's probably what's bugging him.
Oh my gosh.
It's probably driving
So-
him nuts.
He'll take me right in my ass. Always in the crack too. I have a little bruise right here where it nipped me.
You're gonna come and steal Tater Tot? Shit.
What the fuck is Tater Tot?
I think that's what she's calling Sylvester. I used to call you Tater Tot.
Tiny Tot.
There you go, Tiny Tot.
I'm not tiny.
You are in my eyes. Alright, any other questions, races you wish to look at? Tell me now. I'm wondering if Jesse's gonna make a character.
Are you? Pie scalping.
Pie scalping?
I don't know.
Me the fuck either. Where's it? Here we go. Someone was trying to work and dropped character stuff for themselves.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
It's very interesting. The face mask is a little creepy, but
I like it. It's unique.
it's kind of like as if it was a... Well, yeah, it's like a Cyclops.
No, Cyclops has one eye.
Yes, but then just carved out the spots for that person's actual eyes. They have a Cyclops eye on it.
I'll steal you.
Tater Tow's a nickname as a kid, so I thought it was being stolen for a second. Probably good. I'm good. My ideas slowly coming together. Nice. Just know that I will probably ruin your ideas. No,
He ruins everything.
I do.
He ruined my figure.
Round?
I was less round when I met you. Actually, I have.
She purrs very loudly. You guys are good? Alright. Maya is all set. I hope I answered as many things as I could for you guys. I'm trying to think. Fuck off. I'll call him Sylvester if y'all don't like Tater Tot.
I call him Bestie Taters.
Yeah, yeah. Sylvester Tater. Sylvester Tata. And oddly enough, he always responds to it too. He turned. He's looking at you. For being as old as he is, and like we don't give him any baths, his fur is extremely soft. He rolls around in the dirt, gives himself dust baths all the time. Ruger, relax. Well, he doesn't get to have me at home anymore.
That's what you think.
Oh, he didn't imprint on you because he still lays next to me and doesn't lay next to you. No, you go lay down. Don't you do it. Don't snort at me. Ruger! Sylvester tater salad, oh my god. Are you Ron Tater Salad White? Yeah, Ruger's actually a really good boy. He just gets really hyper.
And I taught him to boof. I let him boof a lot.
He howls.
Well, he's a hound.
I know he's a hound.
You're none but a hound.
We just don't want to wake the kids up. Because they're literally right above the living room. So, if you guys are all good with that, unless anyone else has any other questions. You didn't even bite, you like bumped into my shoulder.
I pecked you with my teeth.
You pecked with your teeth. They usually do. Big dogs have big energy. Yes. He's not like super big. I think he's like a medium-sized dog, but
Medium-sized dog with the weight of a large dog. He's okay.
no, he's a sausage with stilts.
A stilt sausage.
He is very energetic, though. He runs around all the time.
Yeah, for being hit by a car.
Having
severing
his-
a ligament.
Yep, severed a ligament. I don't know what else he's done. Mine's the size of a cat. Aww.
Dust mop!
Yes. I would love to have a little frickin' Shih Tzu.
Bullshit.
A Shih Tzu or a Bichon Free.
You can get one of those stupid little mop dogs if I could have a possum.
Do you know how much you would fall in love with a Shih Tzu running around here?
The only Shih Tzus I met are your grandma's.
Difference. She trained them to be evil. I still remember when I worked at the animal hospital and it was little Toby that I let loose. He was a little Shih Tzu puppy and he was in there. He'd been there for like almost a full week I let him loose, and he followed me all the way around that entire hospital as I was doing my work. He was chasing after my shoelaces the entire time.
Doesn't mean all the Shih Tzus.
If you get a Shih Tzu as a little puppers, and you play with him, and you teach him that everything is okay, that little guy will be very loyal. He'll bark at everything and try to nip people in the hind end, but they will always be next to you.
I had a Pomeranian.
Close enough. Call him a Swiffer, he's a poodle chihuahua. Oh my god. A Puwawa. I have to figure out which dice I'm going to use. I have 6 full sets, each with their own little bag. Use all of them.
At once, you roll all of them, and you choose whatever rolls the best.
Yeah, that's kind of how you decide some of your dice from time to time.
Yes.
And then you get pissed off because they don't roll as well.
And yeah, it fucks me.
Tim is the exact same way.
He's my twin.
I know.
We share a brain cell.
So, are we going to have Jessie play? Is she going to do it? Is she going to become the nerd?
Yes.
Is she going to do it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, take it back. Take it. Woo! Fucking dog almost tripped me. Oh my god, I hope I
You're
taste
giving
like
him anxiety.
fried chicken.
No, it doesn't taste like fried chicken.
Do I smell?
No.
I smell like fried chicken.
He's a chia doodle.
A G-doodle.
I don't know if I like that. No, that's that name. All right.
Tell me about it, Jesse.
I think I can close all this stuff then for now. I may have had a lot of things open.
I can't get past the hair.
It's a natural deterrent.
Your face is a natural deterrent.
I know.
Just kidding. It's one of the things I liked about you.
Liked about me.
Yeah.
No longer likes. Liked. Past tense.
Oh, yeah, right. It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Huh.
She no longer likes my face. Damn.
Shots fired. I slapped his weenus.
I mean, she can punch me, but I won't feel it.
It's like a fly. Right?
Yeah, your attempts are kind of that way.
Oh. Too slow. I didn't want to go too fast because I didn't want to butt heads. And if you were going to lick me, I didn't want to tie like last time. That was awkward. Almost had to pay a subscription fee for that.
Lindor?
No.
You don't like those ones?
No.
Well, then why'd you fucking buy them?
I don't know. They sounded. I was on my period.
Damn it.
It was chocolate.
It was chocolate.
Those are good ones.
You can have the last one.
No.
Okay.
The cats used to. Shit.
Pretty much. All right, what do you guys want to do?
You're. Never mind.
Are we about to say your mom?
Yeah.
You might get some boner in the boneyard, I guess.
Oh my god. Don't worry, mine's looking a little ashy. So. I'm going out.
I bet you'll dig my mother.
I know if I end up going to heaven, my mom's gonna be smack me down to hell.
At least your mom just like she's so light she just floats on the breeze.
That joke blew.
I think him and all the other cats have seen more than they want. That's a she. Shiori is a female.
She's a bitch.
She's lovely. It's really bad that we can make those types of jokes, though.
I know, we never used to be able to, and then my mom died.
No, not entirely true. Then again, you say it's the only way you can cope.
Yeah, but then I end up making myself feel bad.
Same. Very much the same.
Oh, shit.
This is why we're together.
Oh, God. We trauma bonded. That's why we're together.
Yes.
And then we trauma spawned.
Yes.
Everything in our life is brought together by trauma. Anyway.
Yeah, look at all the people I've met. All these motherfuckers. All through fucking traumatic, stupid ass shit.
You didn't meet me through traumatic, stupid ass shit.
I don't know about you, but POF is a traumatic, stupid ass shit.
I went through a lot of people in that. Yeah, it was traumatic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Our lives be a tragedy.
One day. One day.
One day, pow, right in the kisser. That's kind of how it goes. Exactly.
Kinda how it goes, kinda how she blows. Go, look.
There we go.
Your hair looks really good right now.
My hair is very good. It is silky smooth. Feel. Bitch.
Oh! We're gonna nip my butt.
Because you hit me.
I smacked you. Okay, okay.
See, you're giving me anxiety.
I'm not. I didn't do anything.
I'm just fine. I'm fine. I am not hurt. I'm okay.
He's trying to get my hand. Because, like, if I step away from him...
Mm-hmm. Just noses you.
You're welcome, Jesse. That was just for you.
Yeah, just for Jesse. All right. Well, what are we at here? Almost 11 o'clock. Think I may call her an evening. Get us on up to bed, and I can actually sleep in.
Yeah, I can't.
Sucks to suck.
Suck my dick, bitch.
I hope you guys enjoyed going through and doing some more D&D stuff. The only other thing I would do would be play Final Fantasy X, because I have it playing on the Xbox right now.
You can sleep in however late you want. I don't care.
Nah.
Fine.
I'll call her an evening.
Just wanted to watch. Never mind.
Wanted to watch what?
Nothing.
You wanted to watch the opening cutscene with Orin. That's what you wanted to watch.
No.
Or did you want me to get all the way to Luca with the freaking laugh that Jesse does?
Jesus does that.
So does Yuna. They both do it. Icon 2 reminds me to shut off my alarm. Nice. You guys have a wonderful night. We'll be back. Maybe we'll do something together on Friday.